British tabloids are famous for salacious stories about the rich and famous. But when those pictures of Prince Harry naked came to light, the papers did something that really turned heads. They chose not to publish them. But now, as Chris Brown reports, one notorious tabloid is vowing to print those pictures in tomorrow's edition.
All jokes about Dirty Harry and his crown jewels aside, the case of the naked prince cavorting in Vegas has tied the British media up in knots.
The Sun is a responsible paper and it works closely with the royal family, and we take heed of their wishes.
Those wishes, backed by the threat of legal action, was for the photos to remain out of the British newspapers. The Sun, rather humorously, got around that by recreating the pictures with lookalikes. But late today, the debate had evolved again, and the paper now says Harry's full frontal will be on tomorrow's front page.
For us, this is about the freedom of the press.
Ever since Fergie, the wife of Prince Andrew, was caught with another man sucking on her toes, the private lives of royals has been fair game. But at the recent inquiry by Justice Brian Leveson, revelations of phone hacking and complaints from the famous about all sorts of bad media behavior has put the entire industry on the defensive and raised the stakes in lawsuits.
I think the idea that decision, an editor's decision-making, has been taken away because of fears over Leveson is not healthy.
This veteran Canadian journalist says media outlets here haven't bothered with the photos and have just left them on the internet.
You can go online and get anything you want in Canada, but the mainstream media, both print and television and radio, tends to be respected more by Canadians, and Canadians have higher expectations of it.
While the prince's behavior may be tabloid fodder, Howard says for public figures in this country, the bar is very high when it comes to publishing photos of their private lives.
You only intrude into a public person's life deeply if it's an issue of their competence or their corruptibility or cases of huge moral hypocrisy.
Still, for the tabloids, this is a story that, as they say, has legs. So now that the Sun is breaking ranks, expect to see a lot more of Harry. Chris Brown, CBC News, Vancouver.